the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got to picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on the. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. Swag, about tag on I got it in the bag now, getting all type of cash. I'm a general truth. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Harris now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. 1st down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The end around now. This is Nelson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Keenum to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Carr. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Carr going to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw. Keenum throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. To throw is Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Carr throwing on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The handoff comes to Stewart, and he's got room. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get down. 185.
Throwing again. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Shotgun now for Carr. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Adam Jones. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Keenum on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is Harris. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's got the connection to Cooper. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
694. Down. You ready? 694.
Carr to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
734.
Carr now to throw. He's going to go up top for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off on the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Lee's got it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Keenan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and 2, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First carry for Doug Martin, the two-time Pro Bowler in Tampa. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Martin. And some space here. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Goose right, chief. Down, 180.
This is Stewart again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. This is Stewart. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To throw, it's Carr. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
Down! Blue 80! Hey, Purdue!
They'll let Stewart try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Keenum now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Throwing is Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's going to get it running right. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 52 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Get set. 180.
Now Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Down. 280.
He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Down. 280.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Down. 185. 808.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on